I want thing the World Cup finish, and if I want to, we can all come to the consensus that British people hate change. Everything them do, them have a problem. Them have a problem with it. Them have a problem with Tom Cruise speech. Them have a problem with the halftime show. Them have a problem with the breaks in the World Cup. British people have a problem with everything. Everything. I want thing. But anyway, that's us. Anyway, everybody all right? You know what I mean? I thought the things them. And me are the true voice of the Jamaican people. And from the land for me desk. A whole heap of thing land for me desk. I can't keep up with everything. Some people say, what me think about vybz Kartel or Movado performance or reggae sumfest. It's good to see Dancehall come full circle. And Movado and vybz Kartel have truly solidified themselves in the culture. The work that them do can never be undone. This is why I say Massacre never have nothing to gain by going after vybz Kartel. vybz Kartel and Movado has leave dancehall better than how them find it. vybz Kartel, so from a land for me desk, what me think about that? vybz Kartel and Movado has left dancehall better than how they find it. Unlike the current crapper dancehall artist that is only taken from dancehall. None of these, apart from, how them probably say apart from Massacre, who are trying to do him best, Popcorn have him thing and go on, but when a dancehall leading, like when I say Alkaline is Alkaline is one of dancehall leading light, but he's not doing anything for the culture. Where is Alkaline? vybz Kartel and Movado will never be around forever. And the generation that's in school and coming out of school 10 years from now, they will never experience this utopia or this euphoria of experience and nostalgic, because a lot of people did not go to Reggae Sumfest to see new vybz Kartel and old vybz Kartel. They go there to relive that old nostalgic feeling of being in school or being a point in your life where just a little bit of bright spark of entertainment will carry you through. But likewise, we have some people that say them not really approve of this whole Gaza Gully peace treaty because people lose them life over it. Movado never tell if you kill nobody. vybz Kartel never tell if you end up a prison by defending them, because at the end of the day, it is truly entertainment. And if you were unfortunate to can't separate the two, I'm a Beenie Man and Bounty Killer fan. I would have never killed nobody for Beenie Man and Bounty Killer. But the truth of the matter is, Bounty Killer, everybody need enemy. And in the 48 laws of power, if you don't have no enemy, make one. That's why Massacre career just did it so and can't really ascend. You need an enemy. You need a worthy opponent. And let me give you something from the 48 laws of power, because someone asked me for the first time. In the 48 laws of power, you need an enemy. And if you don't have an enemy, go and go make one. Bounty Killer and Beenie Man become the man or the giants in a dancehall who they are, because Bounty Killer accept that Beenie Man and push him to greater heights. Movado accept the role where vybz Kartel play in a career. That's why some of us not have nothing in our life, because the Bible says, me I go prepare a table before your enemy. Now God sit down and wait for bless some of you, but we not no enemy. You have to go make some. Let me tell you this, I don't mean say, the Bible said the man prepare it a table before your enemy. So you see, if you don't have no enemy, God don't have nothing to prepare. So God sit down pass some of no blessings in our storeroom and I wait, because some of you have no enemy as no friend. So big up Movado, big up vybz Kartel, dancehall need it. And to be honest, this is where dancehall stop. Until Alkaline come out of retirement. And Massacre is a worthy contender. Massacre is a worthy contender. And me don't know where Alkaline, because Alkaline just eat from the fruit tree of dancehall. Big up to my Ilan Pamides. My thought is Movado and vybz Kartel leave dancehall better than how they find it. It is incumbent on the current crop of dancehall artists to make sure say there is such thing that name dancehall 10 years and 15 years. Massacre, Alkaline, the baton has been passed to you. What vybz Kartel and Movado do, it is not to expose you guys, it's not to minimize you guys, it's not to take away from the Massacre, the Popcorn and the Alkaline. It is not to take away from your talent. In fact, what vybz Kartel and Movado did the other night was a passing of the torch. Now it is up to Alkaline and Massacre if you no go and make the Bumbleclaw torch go out pan dancehall. It is up to Massacre and Alkaline. And me a call out Alkaline fans them because Alkaline up use Sykes in a dancehall. The culture need Massacre and Alkaline to step up to the table. The dancehall culture need two of the brightest talent, two of the brightest star to accept the torch and the passing of the baton. What Movado and vybz Kartel did in Reggae Sumfest, it was not to minimize you guys and say that you guys can never accomplish this. They have passed the baton to the current crop of dancehall artists. It's up to you if you want to take it up. And from the land pa me desk, I have to speak pan it because anything come pa my desk, we have to talk pan it. Mr. Marvin now, what a more pressing issue. Mr. Marvin, the Abuja funeral, may our soul rest in peace. Mr. Marvin say police turn up there in a mask and gun. Jamaica, we have a problem. You know, come. Labor right to come to the table. Labor right to come to the front eye line. Labor right to come to the front eye line. Come to the front of the line and the police officer them, I don't know what mandate to not operate from. But insensitivity is at an all-time high in Jamaica. Inhumanity is at an all-time high. Insensitivity. Because I see Marvin say police turn up a Buju funeral, knowing that she was killed by the police officer. And we can't, she was killed in broad daylight. She was killed when she should not have been killed if the police officer did not use excessive force. But how insensitive is the Jamaica Constabulary Force to turn up at the lady funeral heavily armed and under mask? Why you know terrorize? Ilan pa me des. Ilan pa me des. I me have the artist show up on TikTok. Now you name Ilan pa me des. And from the land pa me des, me have to talk about it. You know me and Marvin say something. Me and Marvin say, Buju campaign for labor right. Me ras. Ilan pa me des, and yesterday me do a live and say, we all have to live in a Jamaica. We all have to live in a Jamaica. Jay-Z have a song called OJ. I don't want to repeat it because TikTok might hear and block it. But for those who never hear the song, we name OJ. When OJ say, I'm not black, I'm OJ. And Jay-Z say, rich nigga, poor, still nigga. Jamaican PNP, Jamaican labor right, still nothing to them. Whether you're labor right or you're PNP, whether you walk, whether you run, whether you fly, whether you go above and beyond to elect them, they don't care. I hear Marvin say that out time mouth, said that not only the police turn up at the funeral, heavily unarmed, under mask, which is inappropriate and insensitive. Now if the police want to show some kind of remorse and want to show some form of community building, maybe the best thing for the JCF should have done is somebody from a hierarchy position, maybe the division leader could turn up at the funeral and explain to the people them, we don't want this to happen again and we are going to do everything within our powers to make sure it does not happen again. You don't send amp. Ilan pa me des, I first no phone was see me. I bet I first no phone was see me. And yesterday we talk about the toll road at Jamaica. And me come here concuss, yeah, some people live outside of Jamaica. Yeah, some call them unscrupulous. Big word, no ask if you spell it, but the most I say some if you call them. You have some unscrupulous Jamaican we run away in a foreign. And when they look back at Jamaica, everything what the government do to the Jamaican people, in kick them in, shot them in, box them down, in pick them up, in drop them down the ground, I hear them a progress. As long as Andrew Wellness government do it, a progress. A progress. Now you go and tell me say a progress. When the citizen, because the police get charged. We don't know if the police get charged with murder or manslaughter, but we know so the police get charged. Now in a civilized society, what the police should have done is send. No, and I may tell you that Jamaica don't end up back in the 1980s. People are get tired of the Jamaica Labour Party voters them, you know. People, the Jamaican citizens them, I get tired of the Jamaica Labour Party voters them. And it is going to reach boiling point where Because we have reached a stage of Jamaica where you don't have to hide who you vote for. Because a lot of work was done coming out of 1980 election, one of the most bloody time in Jamaica. So nowadays, Labour Right and PNP can go vote together. It takes a lot of work and a lot of compromise and a lot of understanding. But the Jamaica, the current administration voters seems to don't see themselves as Jamaican. A lot of the Labour Right people, them, me not tired. If me not, none of you tired, but you not have to tired. Me don't know who tired, but me just deliver the message that we get. And we come here to tell you, say, it seems to be a situation where the Jamaica Labour Right voters don't see themselves as Jamaican. So this is why when Marvin come out and say in the video, because Marvin say a lot, you know, but some people can't hear it unless you spell it out for them. Them can't hear it. But me hear Marvin say something that is profound. And I want to use the opportunity to remind every Jamaican that does not matter who you voted for. You are not a part of them exclusive boys club. Jamaica is one big exclusive boys club, you know. And majority of Jamaicans are not a part of the boys club. Just look how Jamaica run. Father a step out a role and son a step in position. Because if you look who run Jamaica government, Jamaica one big family running up. A family run Jamaica, you know. And if you want a clearer indication, Andrew Holness are the Prime Minister, him wife are the Speaker of the House, two of the most powerful position in a Jamaican government is controlled by wife and husband. And if latter one should I check who control who and who have other government and government ministers, if the father no MP and member of parliament, the son in it, there's no such thing as one party good. Is a good and bad one, but listen to me now. Listen to me and listen to me well. As me I use what Marvin said as the anchor point. Which Marvin said the police them turn up heavily masked and heavily armed and unmasked. And for Marvin was saying something else in the video. That Bojo was a start Labour Right. She was a Labour Right supporter. Up until the day of election, she was the lead driving the getting out to vote. But with Marvin said that because I said that yesterday and I saw that video this morning and I'm saying that every Jamaican have to live in the Jamaica own bill. The Jamaican, I don't like when can we see where them kill people with the high tax rises. We take politics personal. And so Andrew send police go kill. Listen to me. It's a private. If you don't want to know one life, let me talk to two people. Because I can't talk and read same time. If you don't want to know one life, you know go along. Providence to speak knowledge to listen. And a back and forth live we keep. And a back and forth. I could have me and 10 people. Because you see thing in TikTok, then put out your life. And when you don't talk and miss, me can't get my message out. So you see, if you don't go chat, come out of my life. If you don't go chat, come out of my life. Right, sir? If you are going to chat, come out of my life. Because I'm a wise man saying if you argue with stupid people. Because you're going to bring me down to your level and beat me with experience. Andrew no send no police go out there go kill. But Andrew are the head of state for Jamaica. Every civil servant, every public servant work for Andrew Holness. This Ministry of Security have him, so at the Commissioner of Police answer to the Ministry of Security, and the Ministry of Security answer to Andrew Holness. So if something now go right, the Ministry of Security supposed to question the Commissioner of Police, and the Commissioner of Police give back the information to the Ministry of Security, and the Ministry of Security feed it back up to Andrew Holness. As soon as man mention Andrew Holness, somehow no illiterate, illincompu, getting on the feelings. Me no want on a back and forth live we kick, brother. This are no Rosalie and Jakes. Me no want no likes, no share, no comments. Me no want nothing. So if you don't make sense, you come here so. Because some of you no have no brain. Some of you no have no brain. So even when Marvin I said, one, the police them turn up at the funeral, fully masked down with high-powered rifle, knowing the circumstances that the girl lose her life in. Remember the girl was killed by police, you know. So the right thing for the divisional commander to do is to attend the funeral. Attend the funeral and speak to the community. Extend the olive branch. Take some responsibility. We now tell himself he accept guilt, but the divisional commander for the St. James side could I turn up and speak at the funeral and say it was a tragedy, a loss of life. We does not want this to happen, and we go and do everything to make sure, you know dirty labor, I don't want to chuck off in the moment. I think I beg you nothing. If he say for me on no intellect upon the same level, and if he say for me on no intellect upon the same level, me take up your time, man. Come out of my life, man. Come out of my life, man. Go along over Rosalie, man. Go along over Rosalie. Go along over Rosalie. Because for me on no life, for me on no intellect, not upon the same level. For me on no intellect not upon the same level. I go along over Vegas. Go along over Vegas. Go along over there. Go along over Vegas. I'm a signpost, you know. Lacking knowledge, that beat them. That's why them feel say, when them have to deal with the law, them get special treatment. Because them vote labor right. It no matter who you vote for. And this is why Jamaica is in the state we're in. Because the dirty labor right them. Me don't know what's wrong with them. Me don't know what's wrong with them. You can't talk about Andrew Holness, the Prime Minister of the country. Public servants. He's not a private citizen. Listen to me. Some people come on TikTok now and don't know their head from them bedded, you know. Because the Bible says when they look in and then intervene, some people don't know them left hand different from them right hand. And we have a country where a lot of people don't know them right hand different from them left hand. So by default, the Bible says them spiritually and morally bankrupt. Enough Jamaican don't know them head from them bedded. So when me and Marvin I say, so that's why we have to drive home the point and say, listen to me Jamaican, they don't care about you after election day. They don't care. You know, but I come tell them, say, Bujo, I think her name was Bujo, may her soul rest in peace. You know, come tell her, say, she was a labor right and up until the day of election, she was driving the ghetto to vote. She was going everywhere, go for people, make sure, say, people reach polling station and go. They don't care. When you come as a contact, some little shit, some little fool. Some of them, I call on them, they can't contact to me. They can't contact to me. Because enough of them care. Enough of them, and no Jamaica, them a watch from, you know. Okay, you have some dirty people, you know. Them think say, them better than Jamaicans who are Jamaican. Because enough of them run away in America and run away all over the God Almighty world. And feel say them better than you who stand up and fight. Me not come here for fool, me not come here for beg friend. Me not come for beg friend. I don't come for roses, lion and tiger. Because none of you can strip me for lion. None of you can strip me for bumbuckler and tiger. You think we not come here come see you degrade the black man them? You think we not come here come see you turn the black woman them in all manner of evil for 2 little roses and 2 little tiger? You feel like that me come about when me take out my phone and come contact? You feel me come for social media friend? You feel me come for beg friend? Me come for stand tenter and say what me have to say and galang when me a go. Because I don't want nothing from TikTok. Over 100 agencies tell me say, come make me represent you, you can't make money. But me get an audience with God one time and they say every money a good money. And every money, me don't want the money from TikTok. Because I don't know where some of the money a come from. And some of the money curse. Some of the money a come with terms and conditions. Some of the money a come with terms and conditions. And me don't want the terms and conditions where some of the money attached to. Me can't come tell lie. Me come here so, them try to claim you. Labor right try to claim your PNP. Me a Jamaican, me a talk for my brothers and sisters. Me a talk for my brothers and sisters. Me have a talk when me see Buju, when me see them, she lost her life by police that get charged for murder. Whether I'm going to find guilty or not guilty, that is up for discussion. Because charge does not mean guilt. So in front the court, in front the juries of him peers. But the girl I get buried. And the insensitivity of the police them is reef. And you come here come ask me if Andrew Holness send police to kill nobody. You don't understand how no country work. And that's how no problem in Jamaica. You don't understand how no country work. There lies the problem. Because you don't understand say the Ministry of Security answer to Andrew Holness and the police commissioner answer to the Ministry of Security, and the division commander and the superintendent answer to the sick. You know, have to educate yourself. One prime minister, two, I don't care, zero. Me no there for bash Andrew Holness. Me no care. Me no there for bash Andrew Holness. You hear? So you can't come trick me and make it look like me hate Andrew. And me have to talk what me I talk on the facts in front of me. And what is the facts? What is the facts? The facts is the girl was killed by police officer. The police officer is in front of the court. Now, if the funeral need policing and security, you have to change the approach. You can't turn up there insensitive. But they do one more on a page here. Somehow no like your truth. Somehow no only know a few words in the English language, SYM or 1 PM. Now you can't be proud of your prime minister. And if you live in Jamaica and you're happy with Jamaica, I am not here to talk on that. One vote, everybody get one vote. And if you use it for vote for Andrew Holness, me no there to talk about election and politics. Me no there to tell you say you can't give him 3 term and give him 4 term. We are point out some little things that we are say, make we wake up. So nobody feel say me come to disrespect Andrew and talk politics. If you are going to listen to me and say and find it political, you are part of the problem. If you are listen to me say and find that politically affiliated or politically motivated, then you are part of the problem. But what me not gonna come do, me not come over here come argue with some of you, because a wise man say, never you argue with stupid people, because they are gonna bring me down to your level and beat me with experience. So guess what? If you feel like you can do better than what me I do, or you can speak truth to power better, take out your phone and talk. Because you will find your audience. You will find your people. Because the Bible says if you walk with a company of fool, you'll get destroyed. But if you walk with the counselor wise, you will become wise. So I only come to talk to 1 and 2 people to wake up them and tell them, say, open up your eyes. Don't bother with this tribalism and don't bother live your life and tell us say you're PNP or you're Labour right because you are dispensable. Them only are going to use you till it suit them. Bigger issue at America. The whole world is in trouble. You hear? So that's what we do. We talk, yesterday we talked about the toll. Go back and do some more reading and realize it. Because we now tell life on the government, and Andrew Holness government signed the current toll deal with the Chinese government. And Andrew, first one was signed by PJ Patterson. That was a damn good deal. Jamaica borrow some money, build the road, and Jamaica now pay no toll. But then Portia Simpson take up herself, go down to China, sign up to this deal that the Chinese government control Jamaica road, the north-south highway for the next 50 years. And the Jamaica labor writer say, I know them sign the deal. But are you in a power? The people plight is your plight. I like good just like how you guys I like the bad. We can't come tell a lie. What me I tell lie? One of my best video on this platform, I say, Andrew Holness have a bill at Jamaica with the people who want a better Jamaica. You think say me have a problem with Andrew Holness? You think me have a problem when crime a fall? You think me have a problem with Andrew Holness have to navigate a treacherous geopolitical? You think say me can come here so come say Andrew Holness nothing do what Donald Trump asks to a degree? Because we know say a morning if you wake up at Jamaica and you can't pay your bills and no food no on the shelf, no medicine in the hospital, then we have a bigger problem. We can't come as a come tell Andrew Holness say if stand up and go toe to toe with Donald Trump. Because the best thing, the true measure in life is not how you play a good hand, it's how you play a bad hand. And the whole world is dealt a bad hand with Donald Trump and him cronies. I never come as a come tell and disrespect Andrew Holness. So no come tell no lie upon me. But no found only have labor right ears. Unless me a bash, unless me the bash Mark Golden. No found no get wet. Somehow no get wet. Yeah man, the woman then get wet man and the man then get turned on. Fix up on yourself and see, fix up on yourself and know say politics youth. Fix up yourself. The woman them get turned on when you cuss Mark Golden. The man then get horny when you fix up on yourself and wake up. Fight for politics. You know politics have your interest at all. King politics and freak them. You know why you're nothing but Andrew Holness. You know why you're the good, the bad, and the indifferent. If you say Andrew Holness is your prime minister. Now if your life better since Andrew Holness going to power, then defend him. If you can look for me, and me can bring you up in my life. If me can put on my camera and you tell me say your life better since Andrew Holness going to power, then defend him. But if your bills them increase and your earning potential decrease, then don't make you know nothing about Andrew Holness. I fool you so. Eh? Fool so. You love Andrew more than you love your pitney. The Bible says a wise man or a great man leave an inheritance for his children. Andrew a millionaire. Andrew Pitney. Andrew is a great man. Because in bloodline future secure. And you not have dry shit in your thinking body. Ain't no one nobody push out politician. Answer me no man. Let me use the Bible because someone come make yakster tell you say God now come for save you. You want to know if you're a good man or you're a great man. Are you in position to leave an inheritance for your children? Because the Bible says a great man leave an inheritance for his children. Even me, upon the mission, I try to make sure say me go in the category there. And you can go over my website and check out www.topfarmway.com and the strong brand for the strong people them. You hear me can't tell lie. The Bible says for the devil come to rob, kill, steal and destroy. But I come to give you life and give you life more abundantly. I can't come take a minute of your time and educate you and empower you. I can't come do that because I'm not Satan. My life better with Andrew at least. Him raise minimum wage. You have to tell me say Andrew give you $1,000. If profit is better than wage, you know. And if you happy with $1,000, if 1,000, this is why me I say, you know, if your life better with Andrew Holness, defend him. If you can truly say Andrew raise minimum wage, because Andrew in a power for over 12 years now, because election him do. Jamaica election is a 4-year cycle. So him do two cycle at a 8th year and him depend in 3rd term. Right? So basically give him 12 years. And you go and sit down there and say $1,700. Come out 17,000. Come out of my life. Come out of my life, man. Come out of my life. Because somehow, no. Remember, you know, Harriet Tubman said, you know, I save many a slave. But I could save many more. If only they know they were a slave. Better because it's more prostitution across it. Let me say it again. I don't come for save. Me have one brother who love me. He said, me see up on TikTok all the while I try to save black people. He said, you can't save black people. Me say, I know me. When me get a mission, me have to come do it. Because black people are the race where, black people are the race of people where, then we kill you. You can't come save black people, because black people will kill you. And when you try to save them, because me come here say already and people check me and say, me just want to hold you. And me say, if do what? Me not this you. If you are labor right, you are labor right. I never come here to come tell you say, Andrew is illegitimately the leader of Jamaica. I never come here come tell you say, Andrew Holness nah do a good job. I never come here come tell you say, don't love your prime minister. I never do that. And if you live in a Jamaica and you feel like Jamaica is on the right path, then celebrate your leader. But at the same time, Jamaica still have a lot of issues. Look on Black River. Look on Black River. Look on the hurricane. A matter of fact, we not even know about the money. Because we don't want nobody hold Andrew accountable. Now the last time me hear about the... Because Jamaica, to my knowledge, Jamaica get over $249.1 million US. Go and me say it, you know, go and go ask. Jamaica get what you call a catastrophe bond. Them get some other insurance because Nigel Clark did put one thing in place with Jamaica get a hurricane or a natural disaster. Them get the and Jamaica get the full payout. Alright, Jamaica did have an insurance, 2 insurance policy. One for excessive rainfall and the next one. And Jamaica get lots of that. The man say 1.6 billion. Whole heap of millions of US. Which if you convert in a Jamaican, billions of Jamaican dollar. Wait there. That's why I tell you, say, them don't really care about the TCN. Them only want to keep you talking about the TCN. Because after the Auditor General come out and say, the Prime Minister only spent 1.2% of the money that was given to them for the disaster relief. We don't hear nothing more about it. Only thing we hear, TCN, no criminal now come to Jamaica. Jamaica is a natural transit route. Everybody will come and left. And if they wanna, you can't fool me, labor right. You can't fool me. Me know say something more sinister go on. The only somebody get money out of the disaster money at JPS. And the only somebody will get poor people money at JPS. Now flip the script. Listen to me, we can't sit down and talk about PNP, we can't look on the facts. Remember, no man, the labor right, the Jamaica labor right, them are single-handedly tear down the IC, the Integrity Commission. Andrew, me tell you, me cuss it out to labor right them. Labor right no come to the front. Uno no like accountability. No labor right no good. Labor right a corruption. You hear? Labor right, let me tell you this. Uno no like accountability. Uno dirty labor right like when the Integrity Commission and the Auditor General come out and talk about the PNP and the PNP shortcomings. Uno get excited. Because when you ask any labor right, they can't tell you about the light bulb, the light bulb, the light bulb, the light bulb, the light bulb. But when the same people will come out and expose the light bulb scandal, I lie them a tell pa Andrew. I lie them a tell. 1 p.m. Oh, this. You come up from labor right, go sit down. Labor right, you go sit down. We're not part of the problem of Jamaica. Because we are follow the trajectory and the Integrity Commission are under pressure. Labor right tear down the Integrity Commission. But I bet you when the time come and we have a change a government, and them are the first one I go push forget about the Integrity Commission. And them are the same one I go push forget about the Auditor General. We can't go back. Or we don't go back. We don't know. But me tell people say don't comply with it. Because we come here to come see people about. Oh, police are pressure me. Police are do every God Almighty thing. And when you get a chance to hold them politicians accountable, you join hands and heart with politicians. You know why I call Integrity Commission. If a politician not have integrity, them not supposed to in the House of Parliament. If your politician integrity get called into question, then if you come out of the House of Parliament. The auditor, bro, what you do all this time, man? We are no, my best office. We can't tell like. A long time TikTok hide me now, about 4 years with the panels. Depends on mission we come on. Depends on mission we come on. So sometimes we come on social commentary, sometimes we come on spiritual, sometimes we come on emotional. It just depends on the mission. But this man we depend on social commentary because the labor right them a piss off the people them now at Jamaica. I have some people live outside of Jamaica. Them run away from Jamaica. Even myself. That's why me can't look back up. That's why me go up on the phone and somebody tell me say, yo, things hard at Jamaica, bro. Send me $100. Me have to, anywhere come from, sometimes me have to try, big up, me link you. Me have to make it rich. But me can't go on like things not hard at Jamaica. We can't go on like Jamaica not corrupt. We can't go on like I know who you know. You have to know people, you have to have a link at Jamaica. Otherwise, trash catch your basket. So how comes nowadays, every injustice, they must say, a progression. Oh, Jamaica not like progress. Police are draw people out of them vehicle and throw liquor under them. And we go on like the police and not provoke it. We go on like some people. Big up the people and me a fight back. Because me not talk about criminal. Me a talk about the little taxi man them. Because yo, you see when they left Pitney a yard, yo dog, I told you say a 600 Pitney born in Jamaica. Because no found no real man, you know. Enough man, any man you see a fight police a road. Any taxi man, because you see when they left 2 and 3 Pitney a road, yo we dead. That's why I love my father. That's why I love, me tell him I love my father. Because you see when you love your father, you see when you left Pitney a yard, you see when you left woman and Pitney a yard, and you see some little dirty police boy, when you more than young the top, that's the young the top for a second, to pick up a passenger. Or cause sometimes, by the time you move, you miss the passenger. That means, say, boy, food not going in a plate. And you see some little dirty police boy out there. We not talk about gunman, we not talk about scammer, we not talk about rapist, we not talk about murderer. Me salute every taxi man will stand up to policeman. Because you see when I left pitney a yard, you see when I left woman a yard with pitney, you will dead. Every real man will dead for make sure say them no go without. So when the day stuff in a boy come go on like the little police boy them no bumbuckler torment. The little blue bag them no torment. Some of them take set pan taxi man. Rather than look pan a taxi man and say, no do it again or me a give a blind. Some of them could dirty police boy. Not even, me see one woman a ball the other day. I must see man there, I see the girl a ball. See the, I'm tear man, see the girl a ball. Not even woman the boy then not give blind again. Not even woman. Batty boy, police boy, then text set pan poor people. And text set, me see the woman a ball. Say, tell the policeman, say me I go through a lot. The policeman ticket the woman for a hands-free device. Woman, not, them police boy don't love nobody. Them police boy don't respect nobody. Under the current regime of Jamaica. Yo, dogs, I don't want a boy turn a foreign and come go on like Jamaica a bed of rose. Here. I don't want none of them boy and girl run off in America and look back at Jamaica and I come go on like a bed of rose. I don't know say police boy then torment out there for innocent people. We only a try to survive. We have to respect the law, of course. By all means. You have to respect the law. Me nah come here come tell the body that. But you know what? You have to know how to give little way and give and take little bit. But I not promote that. Because I don't want to no box me like how no box it Marvin. We not come here come promote. We not come here come promote chaos and dysfunction. We not promote that. But when you go, when a police, when you can't look upon a woman and give her a little blight, oh I'm tear. Oh Jamaica run, police give blight. You give a taxi man a blight. Because you know say him probably have 3 or 4 pitney for go feed. Where you go to take one little care? Yeah, yo, that's one time my father mash up in car, you know. You have a bad for live at Jamaica, you know. One time my father mash up the car and set your light. You can't weak for live at Jamaica, you know. Alright, you say alright, see the techie. My father lick out every window and set the car alight. Because them frustrated. You think Jamaica is easy place. And calm down there, so I quote my life, man. When you sit down and look for Rosalie for hours, when you tell Rosalie to come, quote my life, man. I talk to my people them and wake up if you get wake up. So yes, that is why the police them, under the circumstances where the girl lose her life, that's why them turn up. Because police are bully Jamaican citizens, you know. The police are bully Jamaican citizens. You reach a stage now where the police them a walk around like them a God. Police feel like them they are at a God-like status of Jamaica. Because even the other day when you see them pepper spray Desmond Mackenzie. I mean, I do a live and say if anybody get pepper spray at the politician, them forget pepper spray. But we know say there was once a time when that would not happen. The mayor is on side, make we layers it because him is there to quell the disturbance and your pepper spray. That's how the police them operate like a rogue state. Bugle said, if you fight fire with fire, everybody are go dead. Fire with fire go on a Jamaica. We see them jaw a man out of a bus. Don't get me wrong. No get me wrong. I say it all the way. When the police them stop you, deal with them with respect and hopefully them show respect. Them jaw a man out of a bus and throw some liquor underneath him. Well, if you don't understand me, I say probably in a wrong life. I truth. Sometimes we can't water it down for white people. I truth. Sometimes white people have to just make something past them. You hear me? I love you. We don't prejudice. We love black people, white people. You understand me? I love you. But sometimes you have to just make black people just exist in a space where you're not there. Me I speak English, but if you don't understand it, nobody come trouble me more, because you don't get so right, you know. Nobody come trouble me now. Something you have to just left black people. Something you have to just make black people exist in our space where you say, alright, me don't understand what you must say. Because you see you see what they go on here now? We are plot to go burn down the slave master house. So I can't speak so you understand. So you can take it back and go tell the slave master. Right now, as much as you are probably one of the good people, we are planning to go burn down the slave master house. So I can't speak so you, and that is the beauty of speaking in your own dialect. This is why we have patois. Because now you they come in at the midst, I can't tell me say, you can't understand. And you expect me, you expect me to give you the blueprint. So you can't go call King's house, you can't go call Devon's house and tell them say, one slave a plan. Me can't do that, mama. You have to just, this is why your native tongue is so important. I can't hear Spanish people that speak Spanish. If you talk to me now, then me can't say me can't understand. But me can't come inject myself in the middle of black people thing. And I can't tell the black man say, you want to translate? Then the revolution don't make no sense. The revolution, allow me to tell, if allow me to tell, Mackerel I say like and subscribe. Mackerel I say like and hey, we don't push 8. I love over here, I love. We are just talking about things that's affecting Jamaica, right? We are talking about living now. Wanna be nice, big up. We are just talking about issues affecting Jamaica. All right, we are not about hate and ignorance. I was only joking. But at the same time, it is important that we just flow naturally. We can't bother with speaking a lot of English, all right? So I want to ask if you could, no, I'm not, no, I did not say you were being rude. I did not say you were being rude. I mean, you should not lose, we're just having a laugh. You know, maybe at your expense, but I was not being rude. I could not be rude. I'm not like that. Don't like you the truth. Don't see you're going to make all those stumble down by you. But it seems if you were being slightly... No, I wasn't being rude. No, I was just making a joke by saying that I'm planning to burn down the plantation so I can't speak so you can understand. So you can't lose a sense of humor. Like there's too much in life to lose that uniqueness of what we call sense of humor. Alright, but in the grand scheme of things, we are speaking about a lot of issues that's affecting Jamaica and how the country has been run, how the country has been governed, and we are speaking about the polarization, which part it seems to be Labour right versus PNP, and it's no consensus, now there is no giving. Like the Labour right is happy to put up with the injustice because they feel like they are sticking it to the PNP. And the PNP are happy to point fingers and saying, well, it's your guy, this is happening. At the end of the day, it's one Jamaica. And whether it is a just Jamaica or an unjust Jamaica, every people from a certain class or section of Jamaica have to live within that Jamaica. So how about for a minute, stop seeing Jamaica through the lens of a Labour right? I would be so pale if the white... No, anyway, you understand? Anyway, how about if we stop see Jamaica for a minute as a Labour right and as a PNP and see Jamaica, is it fair? Is it just? Is it less corrupt? Is the government doing everything to tackle corruption? Okay, it don't make no sense you tackle crime, but you allow corruption. We can't have a fair Jamaica at the expense of only poor people. Like, we see which part crime has drastically reduced. Crime is coming from 1,500 to down to less than 400, and that is good. But when the relevant bodies that is there to hold the government accountable, as soon as them come out with a finding, they are lying. It's not true. Dr. Wheatley supposed to be expelled from Parliament. I hear Andrew Holness said I have a lot of faith in his work. He did not say I have a lot of faith in the person. So that says a lot. But then again, a lot of people don't understand and know how to listen. Because he was asked, do you have faith in Dr. Whittle? And he said, no, I have faith in the work he's doing. So if you don't have faith in his character, maybe that's why the Integrity Commission are saying that this man is X and Y. So these are some of the things we talk about. It's not about to come over here and to try to make the government look bad. Beat and teach them. You understand me? It's not about that. So even when the Auditor General, because the Auditor General look after your tax, you know. A lot of, I mess nowadays Jamaican, the only way you go understand what go on, as if you do no own reading and no own education up. You understand me? Because a lot of Jamaicans don't understand what's the Integrity Commission and what is the Auditor General. And I'm waiting for the Auditor General to come out. I am actively waiting for the accept OG. All right, OG, I'm taking one person. Well, go on. How are you?
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. You?
Good, man. I'm calling. I'm actually in Canada.
In Canada?
Yeah,
How is
but I like
Canada?
Canada. Is right now. It's summertime, but it's getting a little cool. You kind of
Yeah,
feel a little chill. I come back and I hear expecting winter to come back soon. So we're not really too like that yet.
yeah. But in
But
terms of what we're talking about, what you want to contribute, what am I saying?
number one, man, I like what you're talking about, and I want you to keep it going. One thing I want to talk about is we got a lot of returning residents in Canada here, and people that want to go back to Jamaica,
Okay.
right? And one of the concerns that they have, I want to hear your views on it, is, they're just basically some of them are afraid, and in terms of going back home, I know the crime rate has been going down. Okay, I know certain things are getting better in Jamaica,
Yeah,
but what happened is in the 70s, late 70s and 80s, a lot of Jamaicans left Jamaica from Jamaica to Canada.
yeah,
They worked their 30 years here, and they're at a retirement age now, and where I could say, hey, they have a lot of money. They have a lot of retirement money that could go back to Jamaica and contribute to that economy,
yeah,
right? And they have a lot of knowledge.
yeah,
But in a nutshell, what I'm looking at is what is the government in Jamaica doing to assist those individuals to come back home with those nest egg that really want to contribute, build business, build their money there, spend their money in Jamaica. What is the government doing to entice those individuals? That's one of the things that I want to discuss. There's a lot of money here. There's a lot of people want to go back to their home, but they're just afraid. And I think the government needs to do more assistance in that area.
I
What's your
would say,
thought?
you see, if I'm going to say it, I don't want to be disingenuous to Andrew Holness, all right? He has done a lot of work in terms of crime. Crime was the biggest, the chapters from people returning to Jamaica, right? Now, if you look on the crime rate that's went from over at the peak, it was like 1,700. Now it's down to maybe 3 to 500. That's still high, but it is coming down, right? I think Andrew Holness is a lot of focusing on bringing back people to Jamaica, bringing back that investment and bringing back that returning resident, like you put it. But don't get me wrong, you should never be afraid of your country. Like I would not tell anybody be afraid of Jamaica, all right? At the same time, you can't kid yourself because, all right, just the other day, look on the road traffic fatalities. Jamaicans just need to start to be civilized. It's not that you should be afraid. It's the people them need a fresh way of thinking. Now, is that solely down to the government, right? Because when you look at how people use the road and how dangerous to, so if it's not violent crime getting you, if you go back to Jamaica, it can be road fatality. All right? But at the same time, you have to look on the option. What's the alternative? Home is where the art is. So if you truly want to go home, do your research and you just return back home because at the end of the day, it's hard to. I don't even have the answer. I
Well,
don't.
I don't have the, and you touched on one great thing too, right? Is in Jamaica, Jamaicans have to actually respect the rule of law, right? The rule of law. The police have a job to do, okay? Citizens have to respect that the police do have a job to do. Citizens have to respect that when they're clearing roads and abiding by the road rules of the road in Jamaica, we have to step up and start doing so. Now, on the other hand, the police also have to respect the rule of law as well.
Yeah,
I too sometimes feel that they're over heavy-handed at times, right? Uh, and I know they have a tough job to do, and I agree with you. The crime rate's coming down. But on the other hand, the fatalities with the police is going up as well. In terms of police shooting, that's going up. Crime rate is going down, and I know there's a feeling amongst regular Jamaicans. Hey, the police have to do this sort of heavy-handed technique to bring the crime rate down. But I ask you this question though:
yeah.
does if that's occurring, do you feel confidence if you call the police to your house? I mean, if you know things would escalate drastically if you call them, do you have confidence in the police when the fatalities is going
Oh,
up?
yeah, I would think Jamaica is of that unique country. Like you can call the police as a black man and feel safe. I would not think there is no. Yeah, of course. See, this is why I said there's no point you be afraid of Jamaica, because it's not like you're going to call a police in America and you don't know who you're getting and what agenda they're pushing. I see a lot of people commenting. I'm very much unable to really read everything, but I acknowledge somebody said that the crime is now more localized, so it's more violence against each other. And I feel like as soon as Jamaican wake up, because Jamaica is like a country with so much potential. All right. But I just feel like over the past 20 years, the people has internalized this violence mentality. This mentality that we can't live unless we are living violent. We are driving reckless. We can't abide by law. We can't be a country of rules. And this is why a country is building up around the average Jamaican. Because whether we like it or not, people is seeing the true value in Jamaica. Now we can either be afraid of Jamaica, or we can go back and participate in the bounty of what's called Jamaica. Look at Miami Bay Housing Estate. Look at a lot of these overseas investment that's flowing into Jamaica. Now, if Jamaica wasn't a country of value, maybe use something simple as it's a reggae sumfest. It's owned by this guy, Joe Bogdanovich, yeah? He's a non-Jamaican, a foreign national. Moved to Jamaica, yeah? Do you think if he was afraid of Jamaica, he would have come to Jamaica and become as rich and as wealthy as he is? So we got to stop being afraid of our country. It is our country, for better, for worse. The police have a tough job to do. The government has to keep their end of the bargain by making sure that accountability is important. So giving the police the body cameras, so when a citizen raises a concern, it get adjusted. All right? But there's no point you sitting there outside of Jamaica, looking back at Jamaica and afraid of Jamaica, while other people is looking in and realize there is money to be made.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. What I'm talking right now is not necessarily my views.
Yeah.
Here in Canada, what you do is you have a lot of folks who sit around domino table and they'll talk these views in terms of being afraid of going back to Jamaica, investing in Jamaica, and all these things are happening in Jamaica. What I'm saying is we need to have these conversations, how good Jamaica is, right? We need to have these conversations probably from the top levels of the government to say, hey, this is what, a returning resident can do to contribute to Jamaica. And it's not all that bad. And I do agree with you. There's a lot of things that could happen in Jamaica. It's localized. I don't see a lot of people attacking, for example, visitors to Jamaica. I don't hear those crimes. I don't hear them attacking and visiting and tourists and robbing tourists and things like that. That's not there, right?
No.
It's usually people that's probably says involved in certain things and they fight amongst each other. That's good. We need to, though, preach that in terms of talking the good things about Jamaica than some of the negative
But we
things.
can't allow, all right, two things. We can't allow Jamaica to become Africa. Just like how every black person is afraid of Africa, but other races are invested in Africa. And oftentimes when a returning resident get robbed in Jamaica, it's family that do it. So you just got to be aware of your family. And sometimes even when you're returning, you got to return to somewhere different from somewhere that you grew up. Because sometimes you don't know it, but a lot of these returning residents who get unalive or get robbed, it's actually family that do it. They can do sorry, you understand me? So it's not a case. Yeah. So we see a big push. We see a big push to entice returning resident. The government is saying that come back to Jamaica, bring your skill, bring your family. So I would be disingenuous to say that Andrew Wellness is trying to make Jamaica as appealing to returning residents as possible. All right. And
I'm not taking that away from Mr. Holness. I think he's doing a great job on that. In terms of but can more be done? All right, I think more can be done, and I think people like yourselves and people on social media need to start talking about the good of Jamaica as well. We go on social media up here, and you gotta keep in mind here. You're not everyone here is not they're not seeing the good stuff. They're seeing the bad stuff, right? And the more you see the bad stuff on social media, that's driving some of their concerns and their fear. Like I could give you example. My mom is one of them, right?
Yeah.
She wants to go back. And I sit around the table, I try to question her, why don't you go back? Right? And you're right, it's the family members, but she also sees some of the other stuff that's going on social media and on the news, which drives that fear into her. I think we need to go on a campaign. I think the government needs to go on a more heavier campaign to basically try to entice people, not only Canada, from all over the world to come back. I hear stories of people leaving, but I've also heard that some are returning back, which is good.
I know people who leave England and gone back to Jamaica and enjoying life. Like I've got a few people on actually this platform. So if I'm going to give you a follow the next time she go live, I'll send you the link. She
Yeah.
pack up charma. But as black people, we should never reach a stage where we're afraid of our own country. All right. Yes, there's a long road ahead. Right. Crime is coming down, and I see where they are trying to tackle the recklessness on the roadways. All right. Even though some people are complaining about the high ticket prices for penalties for breaking the road traffic, but they are talking about a points-based system. They are talking about if you break the law repeatedly, you lose your license, you have to go back through the process all over again. They are making sure that you can actually read and drive to be on the road. So it's about giving it time. But your mom should not be afraid of her country. I would not tell any Jamaican to be afraid, because at the end of the day, like if we are afraid of it, just go and look. A lot of Chinese, a lot of Indians, a lot of other races, and we cannot relinquish our country. We cannot do it.
And
All right?
that's the message that need to spin. Like I'm speaking from
Gary.
starting from other people. We need to spin the positiveness about Jamaica, right? Because a lot of things that they're seeing is a lot of negatives, and that's what's driving those concerns or those feelings that they have. And we in social media need to drive the positive messages, the good things about Jamaica, how they can contribute, and drive that the crime rate is going down.
Yeah,
Right?
let
It is.
somebody. I just let somebody, because I like to speak to her now. Kerry, what's going on? What's the future for
What's up?
Jamaica? What's up?
I'm a laborite. I don't hide it. I'm an Andrew Holden
Which is all right.
supporter.
Which is all
One
right.
voice. Something you said this morning,
Yes.
and I want to correct you on that.
Of
Right?
course. Yes.
When Andrew Holness first became Prime Minister in 2016,
Uh-huh.
the minimum wage
Uh-huh.
was at 6,200.
Okay.
He brought it to 17,000. So if you calculate that, tell me how much he got. He
Yeah, pretty
tripled,
much.
almost
Yeah.
triple it.
Yeah.
It's not $1,000. What he's doing is he can't, because the government is not paying minimum wages to private sector. So he
Okay.
can't just drop it on them all at once, and then the private sector just start to send people home.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So the aim is to gradually increase it. All right.
Okay.
In the last increase, he had promised them to bring it to 18,000. But because of the hurricane, and we still have businesses that have not recovered as yet, it will be unfair to the private sector because it's not the government who's paying it. You
Okay.
understand?
Let me understand everything.
And
Wait.
under the previous government, minimum wage was freeze. They was not doing anything with it. You understand?
No,
And
man, I
that's why
understand.
he had to do so much to get it from 6,200 to 17,000.
Okay.
Just want to share that because I hear you over here ranting, so
No,
you
I
never
wasn't.
want.
I am saying that. I am saying that minimum
Hey,
wage.
when you
black
go for
has
cuss
been.
labor, right, where's your mother? You unblock your mother? Only
Eh,
your mother can deal with you,
no, I'm a Jamaican, no Kerry. All right. You see, this gentleman was asking about Jamaica, and I'm trying to highlight the positive. All right, because
And guess what? And for Sumfest, so many people came in for Sumfest and they enjoyed themselves, and I haven't heard any incident for Sumfest, so I'm happy for that.
yes.
A lot of people came in, fly over for that.
So it's not about highlighting or disrespecting the prime minister. It's about we having conversation, because not everything Andrew Holness do is right, but not everything he do is wrong. And as I was
But
saying,
one voice, have you ever
Yeah.
seen a perfect leader? Nobody is
I'm
perfect.
not. So I
Not
was
even
just
God
saying.
himself is perfect.
I was just saying to this gentleman that he's doing everything to attract people to come back to Jamaica, to raise family, to start family, And one of the first protocol was try to bring down crime. That is a good step. But at the same time, we cannot turn a blind eye to which part we see where the police them need to held more accountable, or we can't have the police.
And I want to say something
Mr.
more.
Kerry, let me give you a background on me,
Hold on,
right?
let me say something more before you continue. Something else you said. Now, I saw an accident, I think happened 2 days ago,
Yeah,
where I think it was 7 people dead one time.
reckless.
Died one time. Let me tell you guys something. You see these traffic laws that I hear people crying about? It
Yeah.
is to protect your life on the road. It's to protect your life. The people in Jamaica drive too crazy. These traffic laws is to protect our own life, maybe even save your own life, because there's a lot of reckless drivers out there and they end up taking innocent people with them.
Yeah.
All right? I think it
All
was
right.
7 persons died one time. So
Definitely.
instead of people crying about the laws, just obey it and you won't get a ticket.
Give me
Just
some
obey
last
it.
piece of the mic. Come here for go run left here. Carry me like talk to you. Know. And what you saying? Give him a background.
You know how many people fly down and as they leave the airport, so some reckless driver just take them out? Just obey the laws, man. They're there to protect you on the street. 7 people dead one time.
That's
And
fine.
this is
That's
not the first.
Kerry, 100%. We got to obey the laws, and those laws to protect lives in Jamaica,
That's
right?
what it is. And people cry, oh, we can't do this, we
Yeah,
can't do
we
that.
have to, and I haven't checked the specific laws in terms of what it's all about, but we need to do more. Road fatalities are rising in Jamaica, and we need to protect that. Now,
But they just enforce some new laws and people crying about it. I don't know why. And these are the same people you're gonna see out there caught up in accidents.
so, but in a nutshell, Mr. Holmes, I work in Ontario. I'm a lawyer here in Canada. I spend a lot of time with what we call the Independent Special Investigations Unit. It's an agency in Ontario that investigates the police in Toronto, in sort of Ontario. So every time there's a fatality, serious injury, sexual assault allegation, we get called in to investigate. I spent a lot of years doing that. This is why I feel strongly about Indicom, right? And I know a lot of people are against Indicom, but I also believe Indicom has a role to play as well. It also allows, to bring the police accountability into the police service. I'm not saying all police are bad or doing what they're bad things in Jamaica, but it gives a level of accountability. So when things occur, they come in and independently investigate and either tell the community that the police did everything good or here's what they did wrong, right? And that brings that accountability independently from the government, from the attorney general there. Independent investigation. Let the people have confidence in the police service and let it work its way out. But I hear you touch. I know you got to go. Body worn cameras are a big deal.
Yeah.
Proponent body worn cameras. I think we should get them. And if when something occur, he could also protect the police officers when there are allegations. When there are allegations that did something wrong, they have the body worn camera to exonerate themselves. Speedier investigation. And it'll also help the community in terms of providing that confidence. If they did nothing wrong, they did nothing wrong. And with the body worn cameras, if they were supposed to do something wrong, it would hold them more accountable and probably act as a deterrence. That's my view on that. I know you got to go.
Now, I gotta go. I'd love to talk to you some other time. All right, but this is the lady that just joined. She's a labor right. She make no shame about it. She's well up to date with what's happening and what's coming down the pipeline. But
I know just about it. I'm a PMP. I'm going to tell you that Mr. Buchanan is my friend, and I'm not. And I want to talk to you about the good things about the youth. What the youth that have to in Jamaica that needs to be done.
Yeah.
If we don't have jobs for them, it's not going to work out. Kids are graduating from university, from what I hear, and we need to create some more jobs. We also need to praise the government when they did something right, like you said, and they not doing the right thing. We need to call them out, regardless of which government's in power.
Definitely. You know what I mean? Like for me, it's not about coming over here and turn Jamaica into Africa, where people looking at Jamaica but afraid of Jamaica. I don't want that. But at the same time, this is why I'm not here to disrespect the government. If he's doing something right or he's trying to fix something, but we have to allow the room for people to hold him accountable, because accountability is important. There's no point nobody can hold you accountable, right? Yeah. Accountability. This is why you said you work, and the work you do is to hold the police accountable. That means that they have to maintain a standard. And if they fall below that standard, then chances are they'll get held accountable. And it's no different with the Prime Minister. So he might be doing a lot of things, but we have to be look, because at the end of the day, he's got the country to run. He doesn't have the luxury to miss anything. You have to see everything and anything that's going on. And as soon as he see it, he try to fix it. And make Jamaica a better place for people who want to come back home. All right, we got to run. Thanks to those who... Yeah.
All right, take care.
All right, thanks to those who was interacting. I didn't have as much time to read everything. All right, I'll give you a follow. Keep in touch. All right, one love. I'm blessed.
Bless you.
All right.